We have two different kinds of embossing paste. First embossing paste is just regular embossing paste. It comes in a Ziploc bag like this and a jar. The other kind of embossing paste is called shimmery white embossing paste, and this just has a shimmer to it. I'm going to be using this today with some snowflake masks because every snowflake needs a little bit of sparkle. So a regular embossing paste is $9. Our shimmery embossing paste is $10 for this entire jar. We've also got some palette knives. These are really nice. They're not necessary. You could use any type of a palette knife type of tool. But I really like these because there's three different sizes. I tend to use this one the most, but there's reasons for the other ones too. This one has a little bit more pointy tip to help you get into little grooves depending on what you're doing with it. The palette knives, you get all three of them in a pack for $5, so they're relatively inexpensive. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do our technique first. I'm just going to bring in a pad here to keep my surface clean. You definitely want to cover up your table. And then I'm also using the Snowy Delights masks. These are decorative masks. You can order them individually or they come in a bundle with a stamp set and dies, which I'll show you in just a few minutes. There are 4 different sheets to these, and they are originally intended for use with blending brushes. So you would put down number 1, which is right up here. It's also got a little notch in the top here so that you can set it in the same place. Like I would draw a little line here to be able to set these in the same place each time you change them out. Number 1 starts off with the biggest, and you would do your blending on your layer of cardstock, then bring in number 2. And I know it's hard to see these numbers, but they are numbered. Put that notch in the same place and blend to the next color all the way through all 4 sheets. So for the embossing paste, the 2 that would work the best for this is this one, which has just a little bit more detail, or this particular one, which is a little bit bigger. And I think I am going to choose to use the number 2 sheet that's just a little bit more detailed. I am going to bring in a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and we're going to just go ahead and get to work on this. So now my idea for my card is to put a partial snowflake up here and a partial snowflake here, and then we're going to do some other little snowflakes. So I'm just going to lay this right up here. I'm going to kind of turn it a little bit. I want to be able to come down here before my embossing paste dries up here, so I'm kind of paying attention to what I'm doing. For purposes of this video, I don't want to have to wait for this to dry before I can move it around. Here is our embossing paste. I hope you can see the little bit of shimmer that's in there. It's got some very fine glitter. And I'm just going to put it on the back of my palette knife and push it in to my mask. Mask stencil, same thing. And then I'm just going to scrape that off with the back of my palette knife. Whoops, see what I did there? Gotta fill that back in. I stuck my knife into my mask. And then when you lift it up, voila. Isn't that so pretty? So I'm just going to come down here and do kind of the same little thing. I just touched my mask to this and kind of smushed it a little bit. Not too worried about that. It was a pretty minor little boo-boo. But you do want to let this dry before you set anything on top of it. And again, for the purposes of this video, I'm just trying to keep this going. Just push that into the mask again. Scrape it off. And then I'm just going to put that back in here. You do want to clean these masks off relatively soon after you use them. This embossing paste dries really fast. And what I do with mine is I take them and I put them in either a little pan or a sink with a little bit of warm water. I add a little bit of soap to it and let them soak. Same for the brush. And you can wash them off. But again, I don't want to leave these dry too long on here because it does get hard really fast. Now, the next thing I did was I took a die from the Snowflake Kisses bundle. And if you watch my channel, which if you don't, click right down here to subscribe. You would have seen me use this bundle for another card. I'm going to take some little snowflakes here and, whoops, hang on, I just dropped my die. Where did it go? Oh my gosh, it was right under my chair. So I took my die on a scrap piece of cardstock and I die cut out these little snowflakes. And what I wanted to do with those is bring them right in here and use this with my embossing paste just like a mask because it's going to work out just perfectly. I pushed pause on my video for just a couple minutes to allow this to dry before I bring this mask in. So I'm just going to lay this little mask, which again is just cardstock, on my layer and add some embossing paste to that. And again, I like to pick my embossing paste up on the back of my palette knife. Just going to hold this in place. And just rub that over the top. Look at that. Isn't that fun? So you really have so many different masks you didn't even know right at your fingertips with your dies. Now, I do like using the cardstock masks because there's no cleanup, right? I can just take this. I can use it again if I want to. If I'm not going to use it again, I can just toss it. One thing that I would recommend is taking a piece of cellophane, saran wrap, and covering, or even the Ziploc bag that these come in, and putting it over the top before you close this up so that this stays nice and airtight and doesn't dry up on you. So we're going to give this just a couple minutes to dry. I'm going to set that off to the side, and we are going to make the rest of our card. So let's bring that in. We have just a little bit of stamping to do. I've got the Baker's Twine Essential Pack here. I'm going to be using the white Baker's Twine on my card today. I've also got the Opal Round Assortment. I liked these clear ones with a little sparkle in them. I thought they added a nice element to my card. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight ink. And then, of course, I've got my bundle here called Snowy Delights. This has 6 different dies in it. You can see some big snowflakes, some outlines for both of those snowflakes, a little label, and some other little snowflakes. And then, of course, the stamps. So my sentiment on the front, and your sentiment could say anything. I'm making all occasion cards here for winter. And my sentiment says a winter wish for snowy delights. This could say happy birthday. It could say congratulations. It could be a beautiful winter wedding card. You could do just about anything with this card, with this winter theme. So we're going to do that. And then I have an envelope here. I'm going to bring in a piercing mat. I'm going to stamp on my envelope with the big stamp from the Snowy Delights. I always like to decorate my envelopes. I just feel like we shouldn't be sending naked envelopes out when we have all of these resources at our fingertips. I'm just going to take this and stamp it right over here on the side of my envelope. And what a pretty presentation that is, right? Then just a tiny bit more stamping. I've got the tiny little snowflakes from our Snowy Delights stamp set. I've got 2 different pieces of basic white here. One is bigger for the inside. The other one is going to go as a layer under our embossed layer on the front. So my 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece, I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to stamp some of these snowflakes in that Misty Moonlight right down the edge of my card. And again, why not decorate that inside? You could also add your sentiment in here. Like I said, this is an all occasion card for me, so I don't need a sentiment. My card base is 4 1/4 by 11. I've got this scored at 5 1/2, so I can fold it nicely. We'll put this layer right inside with our, oops, I've got another bottle of liquid glue here someplace. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Liquid glue. I just scribble on there. Less is better with the liquid glue. Get this centered in here. There we go. And now we're going to work on this front layer, which is dry now. You can touch it. This was our 3 3/4 by 5. So this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm just going to put these together. I see I've got a little run over on the edge here. If you do have any run over of your paste, you can just take your fingernail and kind of pop that off of there. And I thought this white just added a really nice pop underneath my colored layer. Here comes our twine. And I'm just going to put this right in the center of my card, and I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. Gives it a little bit, makes it a little more substantial. And cut that off and tie this in a bow. See if I can get this nice and snug over here. Sometimes that can be tricky. And if you have trouble with that, if you end up that this is now loose, little tip for you, just go on the back, pull this up and put a piece of tape over it. And that'll keep it nice and snug on the front if you struggle with that. Because I know sometimes the struggle is real. I'm going to even these up just a little bit. Make sure they're nice and tight. And probably trim them off just a little bit. There we go. Now this piece, I'm going to die cut with one of our banners from the Stylish Shapes. So I'm going to use this banner, and I'm going to die cut this so that my sentiment is all the way over at the left side. And I've already got that done here. And I want to cut that right side off. You could use your scissors, or if you want to make sure that it's straight, just pop it into your paper trimmer, which I like to do because I don't know if you've ever snipped and got it crooked and then you have to snip some more and then you end up snipping it until it's pretty much gone and you need to start over. The struggle is real with that sometimes. I'm using mini dimensionals on the top and the bottom of my banner just because I don't want my dimensionals to be on top of my twine. It just doesn't sit right, and it's kind of an annoying thing for me. So I'll just put them above and below, and then I know my label will stay in place and not wiggle around and be weird. I'm just going to center this and push it all the way over to the right side. And I know that it's straight. Oh my gosh, can you see the sparkle in there? I think this is so pretty. And then we are just about done. I'm going to add a little bit more glue than I normally would just to get over the height of that baker's twine under there. I know it'll stick better that way. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Last but not least, we have our opal round assortment, and I'm just going to pop a few of these clear ones in here. Put one more right up there. What do you guys think? This is the shimmery white embossing paste. Oh, I got a little hitchhikers right there. I hope you can see that shimmer in there. I think this just adds some really neat texture. And then, of course, using just a die with cardstock. This is just one layer of cardstock to add some extra little elements. And then, because I always love to do multiple colors, I have Lemon Lime Twist here. It is the exact same card, just using Lemon Lime Twist. And then I use the other large snowflake mask on Petunia Pop. Put a little bit less of the small snowflakes on here. And one other little tip, if you only wanted one little snowflake, you could take a piece of tape and cover up these other ones so that mask would only give you one, or maybe you only want two. So you can cover them up and do a little bit more masking and be able to make those. Gosh, this was super fun. Now remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on that subscribe button. That'll let you know when I have new videos coming out. And I am live every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time on my YouTube channel for a free stamping class. We have so much fun in there. Also, if you're in the United States and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to earn your business. Pop me an email at kelly@AStampAbove.com, and I would be happy to send you our current catalogs, get you onto my stamping newsletter list. This is a blog hop with the Totally Technique design team. And I would love it if you would head over to my blog. Right under this video on YouTube is a link to go to this particular blog post. And you will scroll down until you see some little thumbnails. Those are going to take you to other blogs for our design team with the Totally Technique design team. And you'll be able to see what they did with embossing paste. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do with it. You can take it and add ink refills to it. You can make it colored and put it on white cardstock. There's just so many different things to do with embossing paste. And today I just chose to use it with the fabulous masks that go with the Snowy Delights bundle. The other thing I wanted to let you know is that this bundle is on the last chance list and it is on sale. So the stamp set's on sale individually, not as a whole bundle. If you go and look for the stamp set, just type in Snowy Delights. That's going to come up on sale. The dies are going to come up on sale individually. And then look for the Snowy Delight masks, and those are on sale. Right now, this entire bundle, all 3 different products ordered individually, is $48, normally $65.50. That's a savings of $17.50. So wow. If you're looking for a snowflake set, this one is beautiful. The dies are awesome. The stamps are awesome. And get yourself some embossing paste because it's super fun. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me. I truly appreciate it. Click up here on this link to head over to my blog where you're going to see what the rest of the design team has made today with embossing paste. Bye-bye.